For Comedy Hype News, I'm John Appa. It's been over a day since Monique's interview with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay has been released. Now, because Sharpe's previous interview with Cat Williams broke the internet, and the full interview has now amassed over 57 million views, folks were expecting the Oscar-winning actress interview to have a similar impact. However, it doesn't appear to be moving that way. The biggest conversation around Monique's interview appears to be D.L. Hughley's comments against Monique, calling him out a part of their ongoing beef. D.L. will call Monique a liar and make fun of her weight loss journey. Now in response, Monique would take to her Instagram Live with her husband Sidney Hicks today to address D.L.'s insults.
You know, when I watched D.L. say, she went after my wife, she went after my daughters. When I was on that stage and I said it must be hard to perform oral sex on a coward, that had nothing to do with Mrs. Hughley. That insult was directed straight to you, DL, so it felt like you were trying to pass it off as if I was going after your wife. When it comes to your daughter, and you said, Monique said I stood by and watched my daughter be raped. I never said that. Never would I try to do anything to harm any of your babies, because we got babies too. However, what I was saying to your daughter, I know what it's like for your daddy to know you've been touched and he not protect you, because my daddy did the same thing. Let me be clear to you, D.L. Hughley, it had nothing to do in reference to your family. Now, when you were speaking and you were going off and you said she was so offended by the game we play, but you didn't say what the offense was. If you're going to say it all the way through. When you say family is sacred, you are absolutely right, baby. But when you say would my husband rather, and you co-sign your team of people doing that, well, isn't my husband sacred? What I also said on Club Shay, when I looked in that camera, I said, DL, I love you, brother. And I don't know if you didn't hear that part, but we really do. And if ever you get courageous enough to want to have a conversation, we're always open to it. Doing that, it shows how our community can get better.
Now, following her interview with Shannon Sharpe, fellow comedian Michael Blackson would also chime in with a response after D.L. Hughley about Monique's new interview and would go on to correct Monique for suggesting Kevin Hart betrayed her. If you can recall, during the interview, Monique would suggest that Kevin promised her a project, which, according to her and Sidney Hicks, he reneged on. On Thursday, Blackson will take to social media and write, I love Monique. She's one of the most talented and hardest working women on the planet. I met her back in the day on the set of Russell Simmons' Def Comedy Jam. We taped the same show, but mine didn't air, but I'll explain why later. After my performance, Monique came to me and told me how funny I was and asked me to come headline her comedy club she had in Baltimore. I loved her for that. We later worked on HBO Snaps together and even did some HBO Snaps tour together. She's the best big sister you can have. As much as I love Monique as a big sister, I think she was wrong for mentioning Kev in her interview. Me and Kev have bumped heads in the past, but wrong is wrong. I will explain. Monique even said in her interview how Kev invited her to his podcast 2 years ago when no one was effing with her. He even wrote her a check when she was down. Plus, he even made phone calls to some of the people she had issues with, but that didn't work. At some point, Kev's manager got involved, but a manager's job is to keep his client out of the bullshit, and that's what Dave Becky did. Monique, you can't say Kev didn't try to help you. Monique called Kev a gatekeeper, but he tried to open the gate for her, and they told the midget to mind your business. She should have thanked him for trying. Now, after Blackson made his comments public, there were several followers who voiced their own opinion. Some thought it was unnecessary for Blackson to come to Kevin Hart's defense at the expense of Monique on social media. One user on social media was going to write, "You wrong for voicing this publicly about someone who did so much for you. It's not even like someone asked your opinion. You just went out your way to publicly go against your big sister. Could have corrected her privately if you thought she was wrong, Brody." Overall, the reaction to Monique's interview has sparked other conversations like the double standards between men and women, as people online are also starting to notice the difference in how Cat Williams' interview and Monique's Club Shay appearance have been received. When Cat's interview dropped, not only did it seem like the world stopped and revolved around Cat Williams, but he also received a ton of support from industry peers despite him negatively attacking several individuals. Now, in comparison, Monique would also negatively speak on several industry peers she's had a problem with over the years, but instead is met with harsher criticism than Cat, even though she nearly did the same thing. As a result, social media users have noticed the double standard when it comes to a black woman speaking out versus a black man. One user on X would write, Monique went on Shannon Sharp's podcast and did a way more reformed and cleaner version of what Cat Williams did, and the reaction was far worse than his. Because y'all hate black women. I'm sick of y'all. Another user would agree and add, Cat Williams rants, y'all say he telling his truth. Monique rants and y'all say she better and she's a liar. And it's black women saying these things. The same black women yelling protect black women. So let's talk about it more in the comments below. What do you guys think about Monique's response to D.L. Hughley's insults? And how do you feel about the nearly 3-hour conversation on Club Shay? Plus, stay up to date for the latest news and content by subscribing here to the YouTube channel. And go check out thehypemarket.com for all your cool and original merchandise. And for our YouTube viewers, if you like this story, send us a super thanks by hitting the button below. And you can tip us what you want to show your support. For Comedy Hype News, I'm John Abba.
I had such a good time.
Nah, that was a good time.
Tell me anything.
Nah, I loved it. Oh, yo, so you and your homegirl coming through tonight, right?
You got games?
Yeah, of course I got games. Yeah, I just pulled this game off of the Hype Market. It's called Comedy Hype. Yeah, me and my cousin were playing it last week with the fam. Yo, we were rolling. No, you're gonna love it. It's a trivia game. Yes, yeah, we do points and everything. I mean, you need some help. You can need to redeem yourself anyway from that Spades tournament last week. Yeah, you are trash.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. Of course it's fun. All right. Name the queens of comedy.
Some more. Monique. Tiffany.
Nah, you missed one now. That's why you need to rock with me, baby. I got all the answers.
We'll see.
All right, I'll see you tonight then. 9, just come at 9. You don't need to come no earlier. That's when everybody getting here. All right, 9 o'clock. All right, bye.